Children Natural series. My name is Omelogo Nnadi and I am the Children Natural. You're welcome. I have a question for you. What is your child's religion? What is your child's religion? That's today's topic. It's a question. I know you listening out there, you're going to say, oh, what do you mean? My child's religion, of course, is my religion. I gave birth to her, I raise her, I feed her, she lives in my home. And so there is nowhere there is going to be more than one faith or more than one religion or more than one place of worship in this house. Absolutely. I know that's what you might have said, right? But let's look at something. I like us to think about religion in terms of sphere of operation. A child's sphere of operation is different from an adult's sphere of operation. In that place, in that sphere where a child operates, things are different. Number one, dependency is high, very high. The child is like a plant, the child is like an animal. They depend on a lot of things to grow, to develop, to mature. They depend on a lot of things to survive, to learn, to unfold. That is the sphere in which a child operates. It is absolutely different from that level where, for religion, for instance, you need to be able to appreciate beyond just survival, beyond just growth, beyond just living and unfolding. No, in religion, you need to think. You need to understand faith. You need to understand dogma. You need to understand practices. That is not the child's sphere of operation. It is different. So, let me ask again, what is your child's religion? Let me give you a tip. The religion of children is universal. Absolutely universal. It is not peculiar to what your own faith is in your and that of your children, and to what that the next family's faith is, and to that of their children. For children, the things that they need are all the same. And therefore you need to be able to teach them some vital things. In that sphere of a child's operation, there are important things that form their religion. For instance, teach them how to organize. Teach children how to love. Teach children tolerance. Teach children care. You see this group of things I have noted. These are things that forms a child's core. The formation of a child's core at this point of his life is very, very important. It is more important than dogma. It is more important than building on faith. No, they are basic. They are what helps a child to unfold through life. They are what helps a child to interact. They are what helps a child to cut across a lot of bridges. Teach a child love. Teach a child tolerance. Teach a child care. Some other things that you need to pay attention to is this. Teach a child good morals. Teach a child humanity. Teach a child good deeds. How are these things important? This helps a child to cohabit. This helps a child to learn brotherliness. This helps a child to learn give and take. This helps a child to understand that there is no one that is an island unto himself. These things are very vital. They form a child's religion. Teach a child empathy. Teach a child how to be clean. Teach a child how to organize things. Teach a child simplicity. When you teach a child simplicity, it doesn't mean that the child is by any means low life or low IQ. No, it means that a child learns to appreciate the very simple things in life and is able to understand to differentiations in value. These things are important. There is a bit more on this that forms a child's religion. But before we continue on that, let's quickly go on a short commercial break, and when we return, I'll tell you some more.
Little Crystal's Cradle LCC, a home crack set in the city centre of the Federal Capital Territory, offers daily drop-in for toddlers and preschoolers and a second-home option for your little ones. With reliable care that pays attention to each child's peculiar developmental needs and pace, we nurture your children deliberately towards a full childhood. You never have to worry if your little crystals are doing okay, because at LCC, it's truly a home away from home. Open 5 days every week from 7:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. We accept your babies from 3 months. At Little Crystal's Cradle, we think children, we breathe for children, and we live for children. Looking for that trusted eagle-eyed care for your little ones? Then call us on 0818 0755951. LCC, deliberate steps to lofty heights.
Welcome back to the Children Nurturer series, and we're still on the topic, which is a question: what is your child's religion? And we've said that the religion of children is universal. There are vital things that a child needs to learn that helps a child to form his core, and I've listed quite a lot. And I said things like cleanliness, like organization, like empathy, like tolerance, like good deeds, like good morals. These things are absolutely important. One thing is sure: these things will form a foundation, and then you need to do something after you've taught a child all these things. Put your faith on these things. Put your faith, put your religion on these things that have laid a foundation. Do not lay your faith or your religion, your dogma, as the foundation, and then start laying these things on that foundation. No. Put your faith on these things. It makes an entire difference. You know what this does? Because there is need for the foundation to be formed via experiencing, teaching a child simple things like good deeds, good morals, loving, caring, sharing, humanity, empathy, brotherliness, peacefulness, organization, cleanliness. When you teach this child these things, it is easier for him to experience these things. He learns even more when he experiences them, other than when you bring faith. There are, whichever faith you belong to, there are basic things that are written down and rules that must be followed, and certain things he has to understand before things that, I beg your pardon, things that he has to believe without understanding. When you start training a child to believe without understanding, you put him like on a foundation that is shaky. He is not firmly rooted. But if you train him in such a way that he learns to understand first by experiencing, it is easier for him to put other things on top. Faith, as they say, is acquired. It is believed before conviction. But these things come from experiencing. He is convinced about them, and it leads him to believe. And this is a firmer foundation. Nothing will shake your child. Put your faith on these things, because when you put your faith on these things, he becomes able to withstand whatever the challenges that come to him. These things are universal. The religion first, the universal religion of the child first. You put your faith on this, it consolidates. Now, one of the things that you might ask is this: but my faith is simple. My faith is simple. There are no unclear things about it. But I'd like you to also realize that there are some things that you're told that you need to believe. Just believe. Do not understand. A child, at the sphere in which the child operates, he does not need peace. Absolutely. He does not need to believe things he does not understand. It makes him feel that there are things you need to jump over without necessarily explaining your way out. No, let there be a proper sequence. Let him understand whatever he does. This topic is something that is quite extensive. It borders on religion, and this is a very touchy topic that needs more expansion upon it. And so we're going to continue this on the next episode. But for now, we have to say goodbye. I hope you learned a few things from these, and these are some of the things that you can put into practice. It's still the Children Natural series, and I am the Children Natural.